Alright guys, welcome back to the next video on the channel, and today what we're going to be talking about is Pokemon Legends ZA. So we're going to go over what Pokemon have been confirmed so far and where else it could go along the way. So let's start off with all the Pokemon that have been confirmed within the trailer of Pokemon ZA. Obviously we don't know if these Pokemon are going to be in the game, you never know with Game Freak, but most likely these Pokemon are definitely going to be in the game, as well as their evolution lines. So we start off with Pikachu running through like a 3D render of a blueprint of Luminosity City. So obviously Pikachu will be in there, Pyro and Litleo as per here. So you got Litleo here and Pyro. Then down here you do have a Klefki here. You've got a Furfrou with one of the forms, I can't remember what it's called, and then Flabebe around here as well. Moving downwards, you've got Fletchling and Talonflame. However, there's a better picture of a Talonflame later on that we can actually confirm that it is within the game. Then you've got Dragonair here with Hawlucha. Now, this Dragonair here, I do think does mean that Dragonite is going to get a Mega Evolution. That's just my personal opinion, but why focus in on the Dragonair and have it have a bit more animation within your trailer unless it could potentially get a Mega Evolution. Same thing down here, we do have a Gyarados with a lot of Magikarps down here and then a Staryu here as well, which means maybe Staryu might be getting a Mega Evolution. The Gyarados potentially doesn't mean anything because it already has a Mega Evolution, but the Staryu doesn't really have much to do with it, so I do think maybe we are going to get something happen to Staryu. Maybe it's another evolution that isn't through the Water Stone, it might be just an evolutionary line. And then we have a Hippopotas over here as well, which also needs some addition to its evolution line. I don't think it's the greatest at the moment. Then moving on, you do have an Emolga here, you have an Absol and a Arbok here. I don't think that's a normal Arbok, I've mentioned that in a previous video. But we also have a Go-Go over here, from what I can tell. Then you have a Sylveon, Aegislash, you have a Sandile over here, and then a Crocodile. I'm guessing that's a Crocodile. It doesn't look like one to me, but maybe it is. Then you've got Heracross and Pinsir, both already having Megas, so I don't think anything's going to change there with obviously Sylveon in the middle. You have an Eevee down here, Onix, and then Talonflame. You've got a better picture of it there, plus a Bellsprout just underneath it here, against another Bellsprout there. So maybe we're going to get something to do with Bellsprout. Like the Oddish Evolution, we do have two split lines. Maybe we might get that in this one as well. And maybe we get something different with Onix. That maybe is a, if it's in the past, then maybe we get a pre to Mega for Onix. Maybe that's what, maybe Crystal Onix, things like that. Where maybe Steelix doesn't exist yet. And then obviously, as the game progresses, Steelix does become available. However, maybe we do get a Crystal Onix or one that looks more like it and maybe a rougher version of Steelix, which would be cool as Onix has such a bad line. Like Steelix isn't the greatest, Mega Steelix also isn't the greatest. So maybe having a new evolution might help. And then in the final picture here, we do have a lot of Noibat flying off around Luminosity City. So based on that, we could potentially divulge on what Pokemon we will see. So these Pokemon are as follows: Ekans, Raichu, Weepinbell, Victreebel, Starmie, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Dratini, Dragonite, Spinarak, Ariados, Pichu, Espeon, Umbreon, Steelix, Ralts, Curlier, Gardevoir, Hippowdon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Gallade, Krokorok, Floette, Florges, Skiddo, Go-Go, Panchim, Pangoro, Esper, Meowstic, Honedge, Duoblade, Skrelp, Dragaldre, and obviously Noivern as well. Now, what isn't there is what potentially could get a Mega, and that will be in a completely different video coming up soon. But I do think there is going to be some spicy Megas coming out with this game. I don't reckon there'll be too many. I think there'll maybe be 5 at max. Maybe 6, so you're going to have 1 for each starter. That's if we do go to new starters. We could potentially go another way, which is also another video I have in mind. Then you've obviously got legendaries from this game. And then maybe a few other forms do get megas. So maybe looking at between 5 and 8, I reckon. I don't think we'll get too many. But other than that, that is where I'm going to leave this video. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, it is just a quick one to go over what Pokemon has been confirmed within Pokemon ZA's trailer. We just need to make sure these are confirmed within the game. And yeah, please leave your comments down below if you do think any of these Pokemon won't be in the game, or if you think some of them are going to get different evolutions. And also subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year and 750 by the end of August. And all your support does help. And I'll speak to you all in the next one.